Hello, my name's Juliet John from the Aesthetic Laser Skin and Wellness Clinic here in Ipswich. Today I'm going to talk to you about hyperpigmentation. So we're going to talk about the different types of hyperpigmentation and then go on to some of the treatments that we actually offer here in the clinic. So hyperpigmentation can be caused through, first of all, through the sun. So you could have age spots or sunspots. You could find it on your neck, chest, body. It could be more on the right hand side if you've been sitting in a car or if you're a lorry driver or any long amounts of time there. Also on a golf course, that's another one. If you've spent lots of time outside. Okay, then you've also got PIH, which is a post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. And what that means is, say for instance, you've kind of waxed or bleached your upper lip. It's all usually through a trauma, or you might have had some acne or a few spots and you've picked them and then gone in the sun and you've got that brown, dark patch left on your skin. Your skin looks quite uneven because of it, or a scar as well. So that again, you'll end up with a scar with PIH as well, which has just got that sort of brown trauma kind of mark over the top. So that's another form. And then the other one is melasma. It's hormone induced. So melasma, chloasma, these are all hormone induced. So it could be really from the age of about 20 to 50, those going through puberty, pregnancy, menopause, all those kind of ones. It could be linked to HRT, birth control pill. All those kind of things will actually start to make your skin a lot more sensitive, and when you go in the sun you'll end up having what we call melasma. And melasma is quite a symmetrical kind of thing. You usually get it on the forehead, around the upper lip area. It's always mirrored. So that's melasma. Right, so having said that, melasma you can control, but you'll never get rid of. So it's one of those things you really want to keep away from the sun in your face, because otherwise it will show up that brown kind of pregnancy mask kind of unevenness. So therefore, if you stay away from the sun, then you're not highlighting it at all. So going back to some of the treatments that we actually offer here in the clinic, obviously we do give a full consultation and we're able to talk to you in a lot more depth about lots of different things as well. We do actually like you to work with us, especially when you have got hyperpigmentation, to actually use some of the products that we recommend as well at home, because if you've got a particular target, a goal, want to get rid of or help you balance the pigmentation, then it works so much better for you at home as well. So if there is any kind of treatments that you are interested in, please let me know, and we can go either through an in-depth consultation, or there is packages actually on the website that I've put together as well. Skin treatments for hyperpigmentation. So what we do here at the clinic is, one of my favourites is actually laser skin resurfacing. It's the erbium type. So what that means is there's kind of like a shower of lasers, and what they do within the skin is they kind of break up all the melanocytes underneath, and they also singe the top layer of skin. So if you've got sort of like pigmentation, but you've also got some lines, wrinkles, anything for aging, you want to kind of like even the skin tone, and you're feeling quite dehydrated, this is great because it's sort of not just for a full face or on full face, neck and chest. It could be on a certain area as well, and it just singes that particular area, so it gets dry, flaky, sloughs off, and within about 4 to 5 days your skin has kind of shed those dead skin cells, and therefore it looks a slightly little bit pink underneath. So it could be, you could have that as a treatment, and it could be just like the one-off treatment, or it could be a course of 3 or 6, depending on what your target areas are and obviously your goals are. Right, the next thing that we do here is laser clear lift. Now, clear lift is a Q-switch laser, and that's good on melasma, and it's the only laser that's good on melasma, because what it does, because it's an acoustic, so it's a really short, sharp burst of energy, it's actually breaking the melanocytes under the skin. It's not doing anything to the surface, but it's just stopping it on underneath the skin in the dermis. So what that is really good is it helps to also plump and even the skin tone. So if you've got a few different things, or if you're a darker skin tone, or if you have melasma, this is the only treatment that you can have that's laser induced. The other things will be more sort of product led. So that's a really good one, Clear Lift, and it helps, as I say, just to balance the whole area as well and plump the skin too. So you get lots of benefits with that one. The next one that we actually do is IPL, skin rejuvenation. Now IPL is again fantastic if you've got a Fitzpatrick 1 to 3, so light skin tone. But if you've got slightly a little bit darker, not for you, and also melasma, not for you. So this would actually help to skin rejuvenate, and what it does is the light, it's almost like a torch that runs over the skin, and it's usually done for a full face, neck and chest, and it over a course of like 3 to 6 appointments. You come in every 3 to 4 weeks, and it's a light shedding. So say for instance you've got to go to work, you're going to work on a regular basis, you will have this treatment and no one will know that you've having it done. You come to see us and the next day you'll be at work again. So this is a kind of like a gently, you still get great results, but there is no downtime with this particular one. So that's a really good one. It's the IPL skin rejuvenation. Now, a fantastic one also is that what we do within the clinic here is chemical peels. Now we're very fortunate to have Cicadia, and one of our all-time favourites for pigmentation, which is good for all skin types, and melasma as well, is what we call Mandelic Clear. Now that will actually help to just slough off quite lightly the dead skin cells from the surface. A little bit of downtime, 1 or 2 days, you start to look a little bit red and pinky, but we build you up to that. You can still go to work the next day, it's no problem at all. We've also got something called Switch, and Switch happens to be a slightly gentler form to get you there as well. And you can use that throughout the summer too, so not to worry about sort of the sun without, it's very big in America, Switches. Now, the other product range that we use, a medical grade product range too, is called a Lumiere, and we use that with Glow and the Radiance range as well. And basically what that does, it just helps to balance. So it inhibits the cell production, and then it really discolors and degrades all the pigment that's actually there too. So these two ranges, Cicadia and the professional Lumiere range, they're both really good for that. And then you would have those kind of treatments usually every 4 weeks, and normally a course of those two. We also have another thing called cryotherapy. It's like a cryo pen. So that's usually aimed at a particular area. So if you've got maybe a sunspot anywhere on your body, you usually sort of do maybe a cryo pen freeze on there, but you also might have a skin wart or a skin tag, and though that particular treatment is great for that too. And as I say, here we usually, you don't pay per area. So with this you would actually pay up to 4 lesions, then and then we go up to 8 lesions. So we get lots of people coming in and they've white penciled and circled, oh, I want you to hit that, and that's fine, it's no problem. Obviously we check and make sure we're able to do those kind of areas for you, and then we would go ahead and do the treatment. And then the other thing, we do micro needling as well for a little bit for pigmentation, but to be perfectly honest, that's more about skin tone and texture and brightening and making sure you might have a few lines, wrinkles, or might be dehydrated. We do go ahead in those particular areas with pigmentation, more sun pigmentation, but it helps to balance and even the skin tone. And then what we do say to you is, again, if you're working with us, we do like you to take our advice and do some of the treatments and products at home, because we've got some fantastic ranges. We also use medical grade skincare products. So we actually help to use antioxidants, vitamin C's, retinols, a good SPF. So if you're working with us, that would be fantastic, and to actually help us get to where you need to be a lot quicker and use your treatments wisely. We want you to get there too, so we can all work together, and we've got happy clients that with their goals. Juliet John, Aesthetic Laser Skin and Wellness Clinic in Ipswich.